All right, welcome back to Perdido Key Gaming. Today we've got Fallout 95, the role-playing game. It's a starter set, Bethesda, of course. Modiphius Entertainment. So, 2 to 7 players, ages 14 and up, obviously. But this is a basic role-playing games, and of course, it's fairly simple. So you've got your typical set of sasahedrons, hit location dice and things like that. Well, not your typical. There's 6-siders and 20-siders. And you've got a rule book, and then you've got a, let's see, you got a adventure game, adventure set, adventure book, something, bunch of tokens, and then some character sheets here for you. And it tells you, some of the things you can do with it. So pretty simple. Obviously, it's a beginner set, so they want you to buy more stuff, naturally. But in fairly typical stuff: strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck. So instead of just, you got 7 characteristics. You got skills, you got some combat things, tells you where, you can get hit. Weapons, 10mm pistol, unarmed, switchblade, along with some ammo, how much ammo you got, some perks and traits, and then your typical, other equipment, max carry weights, etc., etc., etc. Did pass through this a little bit, typical for Fallout. There's, it's kind of cartoony and everything like that. Some typical how to be a player, how to be a game master, what kind of quests, running a safe game, in case somebody gets upset. The special attributes, right? So strength, perception, etc., etc. Very short list of skills, derived statistics from your normal characteristics, the core rules, target numbers, critical successes. You're trying to hit that target number, just like rolling a 20-sider. Hopefully get through the armor, right? Action points, luck, combat, rounds and turns, non-player characters, little thing about that. Tells you how to make an attack, how to do damage and injuries, healing, zones and distances, perk list, of course. A huge list of perks and things like that, much longer than your skill list. And let's see, equipment. Talks about equipment, especially going into the explosives, the good stuff, food and beverages, and Octoon, Doom, and a short, advertisement on the back. And then wants you to get the miniatures, of course. So pretty easy. Appears to be a pretty easy system. And then, of course, it goes into the this adventure here campaign, starter set campaign. Pretty big. I mean, if you remember way back in the day, the first advanced Dungeons and Dragons modules and things like that, they were pretty short. In this case, they set you up with an entire campaign, including the monsters and the bad guys and things like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Those, Nuka-Cola bottle caps for the tokens. So anyway, that's it for Fallout 95, the beginner role-playing game. I have not looked to see what other stuff there is out in the wild, but I assume that, just like Dungeons and Dragons and everything else, you want to give a little taste of what's going on, and then, you know, rope you into playing a lot more of it using more and more stuff to buy, probably $39.95 or something like that. One of the big box stores or something like that. Anyway, that's Fallout 95, the starter set. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit like, subscribe, and we'll see you the next time.